So this is the look that I have for you all today. It is quite bright, quite spring inspired. I don't know. I just wanted to do something super bright with a coral lip because I never do coral lips. So this is what I came up with. It's green and purple and coral and I really like it. And if you guys would like to see how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. Everything always looks so wonky when you just have your eyebrows on and nothing else. Does anybody else ever notice that? So to start things off, I'm going to use this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Sugar Frost. It is just like a champagne-y, taupey white. It's not really white, it's like champagne-y taupey. That's not even close to white. But I'm just going to use this as my base and my primer, all that jazz, because these set and don't budge. And then I'm just going to blend that out a little bit with my finger just to make sure it is nice and even. Then picking up this shade here out of my Kat Von D palette, it is called Precious. I'm going to, I have hair on my face. There we go. I'm going to highlight my inner corner with that. And I did bring that caviar stick down around my inner corner, but I just want a little bit more oomph in my inner corner highlight today. And I'm going to bring that down on the lower lash line a little bit too. Not too much, just a little bit to help open up the eye around that area. Then I'm going to try something a little bit new, maybe just a different technique. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, what is this? A Pearl Glide Intense Liner in the shade Undercurrent from MAC. It is just kind of a dark turquoise green shade, and I'm going to first just kind of draw a couple of lines of that color on there. Then I'm going to take this CoverGirl Liquiblast liner, and I think this is just in like lime green or lime or something like that. And then I'm going to cross hatch over top of that, just kind of. And then I'm going to take more of a stiff, fluffy brush and blend that out. And just see how that looks. We're just winging this here. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. Just bring it in a little bit. That actually does not look too bad. Alright, then over top of that, oh, I forgot to pull it out. So now, well, this would be a very pretty kind of soft look to just throw some gel eyeliner on top. That's not what I'm going for because I want bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this eyeshadow from Illamasqua in the shade Fledgling. It is just super green and it's super pigmented as well. So I'm going to take off most of the product just on the back of my hand and tapping it off, and then I'm just going to blend that over top of where we put that liner before. So as you can see, it just makes that a little bit more intense. This would have been a great look for St. Patrick's Day to upload if I had thought about that. You really want to blend this out because you don't want it to be harsh, you want it to be soft, because when you use bright color, sometimes it can just end up being super harsh if you don't take the time to just blend it. And I'm going to switch to a fluffier brush, speaking of blending, just to really get that blended and soft. Then to darken up the crease ever so slightly, I'm going to take this shade here out of my Kat Von D palette again in the shade Gunner, I think it's called. Yeah, Gunner. And then what brush? This brush. I'm going to use my Real Techniques shading brush just to apply that into the crease ever so lightly. We really just want to keep it bright, but we still want a little bit of depth in the crease. So just taking and tapping most of that product off, and then just kind of stamping that into the outer V area. And then going back with our very fluffy brush and really just kind of blending that and making it disappear. So you see, we just get that little bit of depth and definition out here that we don't have on this eye. So again, you could stop here, throw some gel eyeliner on, or just throw some mascara on and be done with it if this is bright enough for you, but I'm going to go a step further and add another color. So first I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Painted Purple. Yeah, Painted Purple. And on my Real Techniques accent brush, I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line. So, let me get close here so you can see. And I'm going to bring that all the way to the outer corner, but I'm going to stop where I applied that highlight color. So we're really just keeping the inner corner very open and free of any bright color. Then once I have that on, I'm going back into my Kat Von D palette because I mean, look at the bright colors. And I'm going to pick up this shade here called Babe. It is a bright purple. It looks kind of blue on camera, but it is a bright purple, I promise. And I'm going to pick that up on this little like pencil duo fiber shading brush thingy. I'm going to run that over where I put the color tattoo. And really making sure to blend it in with that lighter color so there's no like harsh line where we've stopped the color. So you can use black liner if you want to, but I don't want to, obviously. So I'm going to go in with my Undercurrent pencil again. And I'm going with an angled brush. I'm going to use this to line my upper lash line. So then because I want that to be the slightest bit darker, I'm going to go back to this dark green from Kat Von D, the Gunner shade, and I'm going to stamp that on top of that liner, mainly just to set it, but also make it the slightest bit darker. So as you can see, I did not bring that green liner all the way in. I did, however, go in with a black and just kind of stamp that all the way into the inner corner just to kind of even out the liner and give the total eye definition because I'm not really fond of like half eye eyeliner. I'm just not. So then to kind of define the outer corner of the lower lash line a bit, I'm going to go in with this darker purple in the shade Wonderland. And just on my 263 from MAC, I'm just going to pop that really close to the lash line on the outer corner, just for a little bit more definition and a little bit of balance, I think. Just like that. For the waterline, I'm going to take my Rimmel Scandaleyes pencil in Nude and just line my entire waterline all the way to the inner corner. And then on the area where the purple is, I'm just going to take my Real Techniques accent brush and go back in to that Babe shade. And I'm going to tap that on top of the liner where the purple is. Only where the purple is, though. Just like that. So it keeps the eye open, but it also gives you that purple in the waterline. So for mascara today, I used my new favorite, which is the Buxom Amplified Lash. This is just a sample, so I will definitely be purchasing a full size of this when that is gone. But anyway, moving on to lips, I'm going to use this Revlon Matte Lip Balm in the shade Mischievous. This is just a orangey coral. Obviously, I mean, seriously, look at it. So now you could leave this with orangey lips. You could even do something that's a little more coral and not so orange. But I am going to actually top this with NYX's Butter Gloss in Peaches and Cream, which is more pink, because this is a little bit too orange for me. But I do like the way that all of this looks. It is just a little bit Halloween-y, maybe. Maybe the colors are. Anyway. So that finishes up this bright spring makeup. I really did want to do just something super bright and kind of not necessarily wearable. But I love wearing makeup like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it kind of helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.